Hi guys, and welcome to Boundaries Without Guilt and the Art of Saying No. I am so glad you're here. This short course is a gentle invitation not to harden or withdraw, but to begin reclaiming your space, your voice and your energy. Because for so many of us, boundaries have never really felt safe. When I say the word boundary, you might picture a wall, something that keeps people out, something that signifies defensiveness. But actually, healthy boundaries are the opposite. They create the clarity and the safety that allow genuine connection to thrive. They're not about control, they're not about punishment, they are about self-respect and self-trust. And for a lot of us, the struggle to set boundaries did not start in adulthood, it began much, much earlier. Maybe as a child, you made your opinion known. You said what you wanted and somebody told you no. Maybe you showed vulnerability in asking for help and you were silenced or laughed at, or even worse, told that you were too much. Dampen your brightness, don't shine quite so brightly. As a consequence, you learned to stay quiet. You learned that pleasing others kept you safe. And even now, as an adult, your nervous system might still be running that same old pattern. If I make everyone else happy, maybe I'll finally feel calm. Maybe I'll finally feel worthy and valued. But here's the truth. You don't need to earn peace and value by overgiving. Boundaries are not rejection, they're medicine. Dr. Will Cole puts it beautifully. If you're trying to heal, you have to develop better boundaries with your intake of information. The news, doom scrolling, social media, family drama, they all just dysregulate your nervous system. They raise inflammation and stress hormones. You've got to remember that boundaries are medicine. It doesn't just apply online, it's true in parts of all of your life. So, over the next few sessions, we're going to explore why saying no feels uncomfortable and where that pattern began. How to use the simple framework I see, I feel, I need to express yourself clearly and kindly, and how to build boundaries that are clear and consistent and concrete. Those are the 3 C's of healthy boundaries. Clear, because vague boundaries confuse everyone, including you. Consistent, because boundaries only work when they're repeated, calmly and reliably. And concrete, because words are only half the story. Boundaries live in action. As you go through this course, I invite you to notice, not judge, the moments when your body tenses at the thought of saying no. Notice what stories arise and hold them gently, give them space. Every time you choose honesty over appeasement, you're not pushing people away, you're actually inviting the right ones closer. So let's carry on along this path together. We will unlearn the guilt around saying no and replace it with something far more powerful: clarity, calm, and self-trust. We'll start to understand with certainty that by saying no to something, that means that we free up the space to say yes to something else, something that serves us and that aligns with our values and our plans, maybe our day, our goals. Saying no might free up that moment to pick up the book that you've been wanting to read for 5 years. Finally give you that evening in the bath alone with your favourite 80s film on your very precariously balanced iPad, with you and just Roger the rubber duck for company. Or is that just me? Saying no means you can say yes to something else. There's only one you. You have a finite amount of time, of minutes, of hours. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in the next session.